Welcome on, everybody. We've got baseball in the desert. Game number 26. Power taking on the Havasu Heat in a rematch of last night's matchup. Stephen Buxton, Jayce Cicinelli joining you here tonight. The Power looking to make it 45 in a row, looking to make it 26-0 on the season. And they'll have Richie Amaviska on the mound tonight, Jayce.
Yeah, this is a good night for baseball here. Second time and last time we'll be facing the rivals, as you would say in the past here for Palm Springs Power against the Havasu Heat. And they played the Power pretty good last night. 8 runs on the scoreboard. They out-hit the Power, something that's been rarely done this summer. And Power, 13 runs on 12 hits. Havasu 8 runs on 13 hits. But the key tonight is Richie Amaviska, Stephen, as you mentioned. He comes in, his second start of the season. His last outing, he went 5 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 2 earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts out of the 21 hitters he faced. But he's been the Swiss Army knife of this pitching staff, Stephen. He's a guy who has been called upon to come in and fill that role with a lot of the injuries that we've seen from the pitching staff, or a lot of guys that have just gone on to their colleges early on, or even a guy like Kyle Mosley who's playing in a Pioneer MLB league right now. But you talk about Richie, he's coming in 3-0 record, 2.70 ERA, 13 1/3 innings pitched. And how about the 13 strikeouts to 2-walk ratio? He's a guy who, he won't strike out a ton of hitters, but he's more of that quick, soft contact guy, and defenses love playing from a guy behind that when they're constantly putting the ball in play, and the defense is right there to help you out.
And you mentioned how Richie has been such a Swiss Army knife, such a different tool for this team. They've put him everywhere. They've been able to use him in different situations as far as pitching, and they're really starting to use him as a starter. But another guy who's been a Swiss Army knife for this team, Noah Blythe, and he was the key to last night's game.
Yeah, Noah Blythe, Steven. You talk about a guy who has reached base safely in every game he has played in 24 out of the 25 games up to this point. And you talk about his 19-game hitting streak as well that he has coming in tonight, and he's just that perfect guy that you have in your either 3 or 4 hole, obviously batting third tonight, but he's a guy who's been driving in runs, he's been providing the extra base hits, and he's been the most clutch hitter for Power other than Austin Haller.
And last night, first game of the matchup against the Heat, first of 8 games they will play in 7 days, and a bit of a marathon stretch, Jayce.
Yeah, you talk about this might be their toughest stretch of the season, Steven. You come in, obviously, less than 2 weeks until the season will be concluded with next Saturday and Sunday. Also, one thing to mention, Steven, is Power clinching the 1 seed. Congrats to them, obviously, on doing that. 25-0 up to this point, and they will host who we're still waiting on right now. The San Diego Waves and Inland Valley Legends are tied for that 2 seed. 2 teams so far that obviously the Power have already gone up against, beating the Legends all 5 times. They've beaten the Waves so far 3 times, with 2 more on that Monday doubleheader on the road. And this is a tough stretch here. 6 games this week, Steven. 1 last night, 1 tonight. You have 2 on the road tomorrow against the Inland Valley Bucks. First time Power has faced them this season, and then 2 back-to-back on Friday, Saturday, home against that same Bucks team. And one more thing I want to mention really quick is for those that are on so far, we'll mention this throughout the broadcast, we're actually going to be broadcasting those 2 road games on the road tomorrow against the Inland Valley Bucks. Won't be a camera, but there is going to be commentary, and we hope to see you guys coming in on that stream as well for tomorrow.
And with how big this stretch is, again, they're winding down the CPCL season. They're winding down the season in general. Only a handful of games left, but it's 4 games against the Inland Valley Bucks. There's a couple more games against the Pirates, and it really should be a good way for the Power to, hopefully continue the unbeaten streak. Again, they're at 44 right now, dating back to last year. It's 25 this year. But it should be a good test to tune up, try and go for back-to-back CPCL titles.
Yeah, you mentioned just as far as doing that, Power, obviously their goal since day one, talking to guys like Dalton Thomas and Noah Blythe who got here obviously a couple days before the season started, and talking to them, they were 2 guys that are like, our goal, obviously 2 of the 7 returning players for Power, but their goal is to go undefeated. That's been their goal since day one. Casey Dill said there's nothing much left to do but to do that, and obviously them winning the championship last year, first time when they were in the CPCL, and this obviously their second season. They're trying to go back-to-back champs as far as doing that for the CPCL this summer.
They're trying to be back-to-back champs, and it's worked with everyone but a good guy to put on the mound. Richie Amaviska trying to get his 3rd win of the year, and He'll have this lineup to help him out. Eli Brown starting in left field, Aiden Torg in center, Noah Blythe at first, Aiden Perez in right field, Fred Buxton with another start at shortstop. Bubba Thompson getting his power debut. He's at DH today. Angel Cortez, Dalton Thomas, and Fred Gonzalez round out the lineup. And they'll be facing off again a Havasu Heat lineup that put up some good numbers last night. It was one of the better offensive performances another team has put up against the Power all season. And that lineup looks like this. Will Ramirez, Zach Walsh, Cade Barger, the first three. Nico Torres, Carlos Camacho, Jude Sullivan, and then Kaysen Kajawara, Luca Dincola, and Manny Frias to round it out. We'll be right back. First pitch and anthems coming up. We'll be right back after a break. Welcome back, everybody. We're here ready for the first pitch against Richie Amavisca on the mound for the Power. His second straight start. His last one, Jayce, it was 5 innings against the South Bay Saints. Did a pretty good job out there.
Yeah, I mean, a guy who was obviously starting the season, didn't know if he was going to pitch, but he's a guy who has filled that role perfectly. We talked about it in the Open, and he's just been there for Casey Dale. He's been, obviously, as we mentioned, the Swiss Army knife, the guy who has been gluing up the pitching staff. He's been able to obviously give power innings, a lot of good quality innings as well. I mean, you talk about the 2.70 ERA, and obviously coming off his last outing, 2 earned runs, 5 innings pitched, obviously his first start, and obviously getting that win as well.
Again, they're going to need quality out of him, but most importantly, they're going to need quantity. The power, again, the pitching is thin right now because of various different reasons, whether it's injuries or some guys just being used when they weren't expected to. So they're going to need some length out of Richie, and then they'll reach to the bullpen, which has been outstanding this year.
Yeah, and the defense behind him tonight, I mean, you talk about Dalton Thomas and Fred Buxton, who have both fielded their position very well. Mike Gonzalez has been filling up the hot corner as well. He's been doing a good job. Noah Blythe getting his 4th start at first base this season. And then Aiden Perez, Eden Tork, and Eli Brown, who have all been in the outfield a lot this season, have been commanding that. And then obviously Cortez there behind the plate.
And they'll be commanding another game here, and we're ready for first pitch. Well, Ramirez steps up to the plate, and Richie Amavisco waiting for the sign. Ramirez steps into the box, and off we go. First pitch by Amavisca, outside corner, and a strike. Amavisca, it's been the key. He's been so good getting strikes. He's pounded the zone, and it's that fastball-slider combination that's been so dangerous all year. 0-1 pitch just outside. Good job by Cortez keeping it in front of him.
Yeah, talking to Richie actually today, he mostly just a fastball-slider guy, but he's starting to work on his changeup, and he's trying to get that third pitch in his arsenal.
We'll see how many times we see that changeup today. That could have been it. Looked like it had a little bit of arm side movement. But again, it won't be too much. It's a 2-1 count. No outs here in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Cut on and fouled down the right field line into the stands. Amavisca gets the sign, kicks and fires. 2-2 pitch, chopper to short. Throw down to first, caught by Noah Blythe. Good play by Fred Buxton, 6-3 putout.
Yeah, you mentioned the good play right there. What Buxton did so well there on that high chopper is instead of letting the ball kind of eat them, you see a lot of shortstops sometimes, they like to sit back on the ball. He comes and gets it right on that high hop, picks it, makes a strong throw, and just the quick transfer over there to get the speedster Ramirez down the line. It's a good play to open up, as we talked about in the Open, the strong defensive power has had all season.
And, Jayce, it feels like throughout the year as Zach Walsh swings and misses at the first pitch, the power, it hasn't just been the flashy plays, but it's been the fact that everything looks so standard. Everything looks easy to them. 0-1 pitch. Liner straight to Dalton Thomas. Throw down to first. Another easy play right there.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Richie Amavisca being that ground ball pitcher that he is, a guy who works low in the zone, gets those quick outs, and that can obviously be huge as well when you're trying to go deep for as limited as the pitching staff is entering tonight. He went 5 last inning, and Quesada would love to get at least another 5 out of him tonight.
Again, they're going to need length, and they've been in this spot before, and so far everyone they have turned to has basically delivered no matter what. 0-1 pitch to Cade Barjar, the DH for the Heat. It's 1-1 now as the fastball rides outside.
Seeing Amavisca obviously on the first base side of the rubber.
1-1 pitch, fouled back off the hands.
And he's just going out there. He's getting his signs quickly. And, you love a pitcher who has that quick tempo. He already knows pretty much what he wants to throw, and you're just seeing kind of the confidence early on.
Trying to work a 1-2-3 inning and almost did there. Swung on and almost missed, but fouled. It's 1-2 again.
Yeah, that was the slider there from Richie, and Barger there early on the swing and fouling it off his front foot. Very painful as a hitter, but obviously seems to be okay.
It's a 1-2 pitch after Barger a little shaken up there. Might have fouled it off of himself, but he's Back in the box, 1-2 pitch, 2 outs here. And pitch by Amavisca, swing and a miss, 1-2-3 inning for the Power. Eli Brown, Aiden Torque, and Noah Blythe due up in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back.
We ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99 at Palm Springs' most popular restaurant.
We're back for the bottom of the first. Eli Brown, Aiden Torque, and Noah Blythe due to lead you off against Sean Monty for the Havasu Heat. Monty, the big lefty, kicks and deals, and first pitch is inside for ball 1. Eli Brown has had himself one heck of a season. Another hit, it extends his streak last night. And he had 2 runs scored in the 13-8 win. It's 1-1 now. Brown again, he missed a couple games at the beginning of the season, but since he has came back, he has lit the world on fire. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, couldn't catch up there.
Yeah, you mentioned how he's been hot, Steven. Hits in 10 out of his last 12 games, and 3 of those games have been for multi-hit games. And obviously 7 as well on the season. Also has a 4-hit game as well.
And again, it hasn't just been singles here and there as the 1-2 pitch goes outside. It's 2-2. He's been able to hit for power. He's been able to hit to all fields, and he has been a monster on the base paths.
Yeah, you mentioned 6 doubles, 1 triple, and a home run. 8 extra base hits out of his 26 hits for the Power.
2-2 pitch. Check swing. And they're going to say he went, even though Eli Brown looked like he disagreed there, but it's 1 out on the strikeout.
Yeah, a guy for Aiden Torque, and talk about him going deep the other night, his first time in almost a month, and talking to him earlier before the game, and he said it felt good off the bat, and he's been trying to do that more throughout the summer.
Aiden Torque, the big power bat for the Power, takes his first at-bat against the lefty, and it goes inside. Count is 1-0 now.
Yeah, Steven, you talk about Aiden Torque, who had 2 home runs in the first 4 games, and that second time he went deep, that was back on June 5th, and gets a home run back on the 6th, so over a month.
1-0 pitch is low and inside. It's 2-0 now, and again, the home runs haven't been there exactly, but again, it's the extra base hits. He's been hitting doubles. He's been hitting line drives. And he's been a massive cog in the top of this Power lineup. 2-0 pitch to Torque. Cuts on and misses that one. Looks like he fouled it off the end of the bat and rolls halfway back to the mound. Monty will pick it up himself.
Yeah, and Steven, right around his freshman year of high school, he came out as high school as a pitcher and was getting scouted by one, but then he had the Tommy John injury. And so coming back from that, that's about a year of recovery. And since then, he's just been back as a hitter. Talking about him, he wasn't an outfielder coming out of high school. He was an infielder, more like a shortstop, third baseman. And so for him to just make the adjustment, we've seen how good he's been in center field all summer long. He's been getting good reads off the bat, whether it's coming in on a baseball, going back, and you've seen his power so far all summer for the Palm Springs Power, and he's been working all fields as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that they took him in as an infielder, but St. Mary's saw the athleticism, they saw the fit in the outfield, they saw the chance to give him more reps and more at-bats, and to the delight of the St. Mary Gales program and to the delight of Power fans, he has flourished in the outfield. 2-1 pitch to Torque. Driven into left field, that's going down the line, foul.
Yeah, and there's one swing right there, Steven. He didn't even get all that, but he's still able to drive that deep down that left field line. And you were watching him in BP earlier today. He was going more toward right center, oppo a lot. We'll see if he tries to continue that approach here in this game tonight.
Again, it's not a conscious approach to swing for the power, but he's just able to put line drive and line drive together, and he sends one a far way to foul again down the left field line.
And that's back-to-back swings where he's gone down that left field line. He's been early. He's had a couple of pitches middle in that he knows he can handle, but just trying to time it up right now and trying to sit back.
It's a 2-2 pitch to Torque. Kicks and fires. Ball 3 inside. Torque has worked it full against Monty. If Torque or Blythe can reach, then Aiden Perez coming up at the 4 spot. But right now it's the number 2 man, Aiden Torque, with a full count, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first. Pitch by Monty. Watches the strike catch the top corner of the zone, and Aiden Torque did not like that.
Yeah, that's a pitch that looked, obviously with our track man down right now, we apologize for that, but that looked like a pitch that was around the letter, Steven. A little outside as well, and that's a pitch where, you know, a guy in Torque who doesn't chase a lot, he knows the strike zone, and obviously that not being a strike there on a high and outside corner.
It's one that in hindsight, the guy will probably tell you that he should have at least tried to foul it off. Anything close, you're trying to defend, but it's a tough break right there. And here's the first one to Noah Blythe. He drives that one to deep right field. Going back on it is Camacho, and he'll haul that in right in front of the warning track. 1, 2, 3 innings for both teams. We'll be right back for the top of the second.
Desert Air in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into converse. It's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family-oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
We're back. Welcome back for the top of the second inning. Stephen Buxton, Jayce Cicinelli joining you here, and Richie Amavisco worked a 1-2-3 inning against the Havasu Heat. Nico Torres will lead things off here in the second. Torres watches ball one outside. Looked like a fastball just got away from Amaviska. Torres playing left field today for the Heat and chops that one to Dalton Thomas. He'll run in on that, shovel it over to first, and a quick first out in the second inning. Another 4-3 putout, and Richie Amaviska is living easy right now.
Yeah, you mentioned living easy. I think that's the right word to mention, Steven. 1 strikeout so far, and the other 3 outs recorded, 4 up, 4 down so far, have been ground outs. And all soft contact, hasn't had a ball hit off him hard yet. And he's just getting those quick outs, and so far keeping that pitch count really low.
The pitch count has been low, and it's, again, in due part because he's been pounding the zone so much. Carlos Camacho steps up to the plate and watches ball one. Defense for the Power will be Eli Brown, Aiden Torek, Aiden Perez in the outfield from left to right. 1-0 pitch. Driven into right field to Aiden Perez right on cue. 2 outs here in the second inning. Fred Gonzalez, Fred Buxton, Dalton Thomas, and Noah Blythe from third to first, left to right. And Aiden Cortez behind the plate with Richie Amaviska on the mound.
Yeah, Angel Cortez, he's been showing off that good defense he's been providing all summer long for the Power. A guy who is pretty much a brick wall back there. Doesn't allow a lot of pitches get by him, and he's been doing a good job as far as keeping balls away or keeping the ball in front of him. And he just hasn't really been allowing those extra 90 feet.
Jude Sullivan out of Benedictine University steps in and drives that one to Dalton Thomas, who's getting a lot of work early on today, and that's another 4-3 putout. 1, 2, 3 innings in the first and second, and Heat go down quietly. We'll be right back for the top of the second, or bottom of the second inning.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Aiden Perez leading things off here in the bottom of the second inning. Still no score. No base runners from either team. A 1-2-3 inning worked in the first and second for the Heat, and the Power went down 1-2-3 in the first inning. Aiden Perez fouls off the first pitch off the back of the net. Eli Brown struck out in his first at-bat. Aiden Torek struck out looking to follow that up, and Noah Blythe put a charge into one, sent it to deep right field, but it was caught by Camacho. 0-1 pitch to Perez, chopper down the right side, and that goes foul.
Yeah, Aiden Perez, who only a couple starts, he's been playing in and out of the role. He's been a platoon, but 15 for 46, 4 extra base hits, 6 RBIs, and he's been a guy who's been around the middle of the order, more around the 5-6 hole range, but tonight moving up a spot in the cleanup spot.
0-2 to Aiden Perez, trying to work his way back in the account. Watches ball one. The defense for the Heat It looks like this. Nico Torres in left field. Luca Dincola in center. Carlos Camacho in right. Walsh, Ramirez, Kajawara, and Sullivan in the infield. And behind the plate is Manny Frias. Chopper to third. Glove by Walsh. Throw down to first in time to get him. Good 5-3 putout.
How about all the ground ball outs so far, Steven, we've been seeing in this ball game? You got, obviously that's just the first one for Power on the offensive side, but for the Havasu, 5 out of their 6 outs have been ground outs. A lot of quick outs, and both pitchers so far working quick as well.
And we mentioned that in a season that hasn't been particularly competitive in a lot of games, the Power have just steamrolled their way to an undefeated season. The Heat looked like they were putting up a pretty good fight yesterday, and so far today it looks the same. Fred Buxton takes a 0-1 strike, and here's the second pitch. Buxton swings and fouls that one right off the plate.
Yeah, that's a good tight slider right there from the southpaw for the Heat tonight. Sean Monty has been showing his fastball slider combo so far, just like Richie Amavisca has on the opposing side, and he's been working out of the stretch, but working quick.
0-2 pitch. Liner right into the Power dugout. Looked like that might have got a piece of someone.
Yeah, that was crushed right there off the bat of Buxton. Had a pitch there, another breaking pitch. Wasn't full that time, but he was just super out in front.
0-2 to Buxton. And the Power have already hit a few balls hard. It's 1-2 now. Already hit a few balls hard, but one of them was a Noah Blythe out, and 2 of them were Aiden Torque foul balls down the right field or left field line. It's 1-2 now to Fred Buxton. Watch his strike 3 pinpoint on the corner. Good pitch by Monty.
Yeah, so far a very impressive start for the lefty. Already 3 batters out of the 5 outs he's recorded. 2 of them looking now, and he's just been working. He's been working east to west. He's been dotting the corners. He's been getting calls. You've seen him go upper quadrant a couple times as well. So far, very comfortable as far as using all 4 corners in the strike zone, and he's been doing a good job.
Bubba Thompson getting called up from the PSCL, his Power debut tonight. He's DHing right now. He takes a ball inside. It's 1-0. And Jayce, for Jimmy Johnson in the A's, Bubba was so good this year in the PSCL.
Yeah, you mentioned leading the team in hits for the A's with 18, and
chopper to short, slow roller, going to be a tough play. Picks it up, fires down to first. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Heat. Power go down in order, and we'll be right back for the bottom 3 of the Heat lineup in the top of the 3rd inning.
Locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Top of the third inning coming up, Jason, a game that has just flown by as much as the first 6 outs per side. I don't know if I'm jinxing anything yet, but we've been on for about 20 minutes already, and it's the third inning. Kaysen Kajawara, Luca Dincola, and Manny Frias due up 7-8-9 of the Heat order. Still no hits in the top of the third. No base runners yet either.
Yeah, 6 up, 6 down for both pitchers, and they've just been doing a good job carving up the strike zone.
Richie Amavisca fires in a strike as Kajawara squares up to bunt and misses right there. And he's trying to continue what he's been doing all game long. Just 1K, but it looked like the Heat haven't taken a quality swing yet today. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He was early on that one.
Yeah, you're seeing what you're seeing from Amavisca. He's doing a great job. He's going fastball, slider. He's mixing it up. He's not being in a pattern, and that's important for a pitcher. A lot of times when you're in a pattern, you can predict it as a hitter.
Trying to change up that pattern, and he gets on top of that one, fouls it back to the net again.
And an 0-2 count as a hitter, obviously there on that pitch was a slider. You're pretty much going to be thinking off speed, but again, you're seeing these hitters just out in front and having a hard time timing it up.
0-2 pitch. Pulled a slider right there, way out of the zone. It's 1-2. Jayce tried to pull it out of the back pocket, but just got a little too much on it. 1-2 pitch from Amavisca. Chopper right over the mound to Buxton at short, throw down to first in time. 1 up, 1 down, Luca Dincola coming up.
Yeah, middle infielder Steven so far have been very busy in this ballgame. Already the second putout for Buxton up the middle, and you've seen Dalton Thomas at second base tonight with 3 putouts. But how about another good play there from Buxton? Another high chopper. You get a faster start as a hitter when you're hitting it soft and high as that was. And
first pitch to Luca Dincola. Upstairs for a ball.
For as high as it was, he's able to glove it up and make another strong throw and just get that hitter by a step.
1-0 pitch to Dincola. Another chopper to the infield. Throw from Gonzalez to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And Jayce, how good does it have to feel seeing all this soft contact and seeing your fielders backing you up every single time?
We talked about in the open, Steven, this defense right now has been right on cue. They've been getting a lot of, as far as Richie's been concerned, he's been getting that soft contact. We've seen a lot of high choppers, and the defense just doing what they've done all season long, and that's helping out the pitcher.
Amavisca just breezing through this game. First pitch to the 9-hole, Manny Frias outside. Frias catching today. Hoping to help out his battery mate, try and extend this inning. 1-0 pitch. Chopper right over the mound, and that's going to get through for the first hit of the day. Little number single up the middle splits Buxton and Thomas, and there's finally a base runner, Jayce.
Yeah, I mean, Frias, again, didn't even hit it all that hard, but it had that backspin off the mound, and from there it provided some extra speed on the ball. But just a chopper there over Amavisca's head, nothing he can do, and just right up the middle where a fielder obviously wasn't positioned.
Amavisca's been in and around the zone, and that one just caught a little too much of the plate, and that one's floated down the right side, foul. Noah Blythe trying to catch it, and he does! Right up against the net, Noah Blythe gets another out, and the Power going to the bottom of the third inning scoreless. Bottom of the third inning, just one base runner already off the single by Manny Frias. He went nowhere after a great play by Noah Blythe right up against the fence, able to haul in the foul ball by Will Ramirez. And we've got Cal State Northridge product Angel Cortez leading us off here, and it's 0-1. Both pitchers, Amaviska and Sean Monty, have been outstanding today, Jayce. They've been pounding the zone, and basically nothing has happened so far. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Angel Cortez, the talented catcher who has also played as an infielder, went to USD his freshman year. Said he didn't get a lot of playing time, but a guy who's very talented there from Gar High School. And
he drives that one down the right side, and that's going to fall in the bullpen foul.
But we mentioned how talented he's been. Obviously going there in Cerritos, California, posting a .333 batting average, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs, and that's just during his senior season. Also first-team All-League selection in his junior and senior seasons, and receiving all CIF honors, and was also named the Rhino Lemon Tournament MVP.
And you mentioned he went to Gar High School, one of the best programs in the country, one of the best programs in Southern California. And he was able to face a lot of great talent there. Again, moved on to USD and now at Cal State Northridge. Chopper to third, jumps for that throw down to first in time. Power still without the hit after a solid play by Walsh on the hot corner.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of choppers from both offenses right now, and the defenses for both squads showing off so far, making a lot of, tough plays when, you got to control, you got to have that body control when you're catching, obviously fielding that high chopper, and you got to make that quick throw over there at first, but both left side of the infields have been able to make those long throws.
Dalton Thomas up here with one out. Number 8 batter today, and looks like he changed things up. A different walk-up song, brought Nickel back into the fold.
Yeah, he's been swinging the bat very well, Steven. 4 for his last 9. He's talking to him earlier, BP. He's just feeling more comfortable, and he feels like he's in a groove right now.
0-1 pitch to Thomas. Catches the zone. It's 0-2 now. And for Thomas and the rest of this lineup, it's going to be a tough task against Sean Monty, who has looked fantastic early on. For Thomas, it's 0-2. Pitch rides inside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, 281 batting average, and he's just been really what he's done all summer long, Steven. He's just been working counts, and you never see him cheating at bat.
1-2 pitch to Thomas. Fouls that one back. We'll do it again. And he hasn't cheated at bat, but he's been working great at bats all year, even when he was struggling to get his first hit, even when he has struggled throughout the season. He's managed to work good at bats. He's managed to walk, find his way on base, and he's heating up at the right time. 1-2 pitch with a guy getting ready for the playoffs. That one's outside. It's 2-2.
And also, Steven, what he does really well is he has more walks than strikeouts. He's getting on base a lot, a .411 on base percentage, and a guy on the bottom of the lineup that just puts the ball in play, and that's what you got to do.
2-2 pitch. Inside, it's full.
And, when you're getting a lot of those base runners on that Power have done all summer long, and you're looking for production out of that lower part of the bottom of the starting lineup, and, you have guys that can just put the ball in play and just make it look effortless.
It's something this team prides themselves on, putting the ball in play, making other defenses work, just giving themselves chances by giving themselves chances to stress them on defense, base running, or even just trying to make the outfielders run around, hope something drops. It's a team that knows anything is better than a strikeout. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4.
And right on cue, doing what he's done all summer long, getting on base, drawing walks. I mean, he had an 0-2 count right there, Steven. He's able to work that into a walk. I mean, a guy who's just so comfortable, doesn't chase, doesn't expand, knows his zone, can foul off tough pitches, can spoil a lot of pitches. And then right there, drawing a walk.
And, Jayce, I mentioned that it's a team that knows anything's better than a strikeout. That's their 127th walk. They've only struck out 3 more times. First pitch to Gonzalez goes up. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that's impressive. When you have a team that can put the ball in play nearly the amount of times that you can draw walks. And, when you're able to put the ball in play, we've seen a lot of the errors that the opposing teams have made, and that's how rallies start.
1-0 pitch to Michael Gonzalez. Outside again, it's 2-0.
And when you're putting hard contact on baseball, especially when it's right at fielders, things happen. And we've seen that as far as this summer goes when batters have just been able to put the bat on the ball.
2-0 pitch to Gonzalez, gets under that, drives it foul down the right field line and onto the concourse. It's 2-1. No score so far. Power without a hit, but they've got a base runner. First one of the game, Dalton Thomas on first base. 2-1 with one out. Bottom of the third inning here in Palm Springs. Pitch by Monty. Lifted, driven into right field. Camping under that is Camacho, and he hauls it in. 2 outs here for the top of the lineup. Eli Brown up.
Yeah, Steven, this feels like the first time all season long where power really hasn't gotten a hit yet. We're in the bottom of the third, and now second time through the starting lineup. You're hoping that they can start, putting up better swings. But again, just all the soft contact from Sean Monty so far. It's been really impressive by the lefty.
It's a lineup that scored 73 runs in the first 2 innings, and they're scoreless. Thomas running, throw late. Stolen base, and Dalton Thomas on second for Eli Brown.
Yeah, Dalton Thomas right there getting his third stolen base of the season, a perfect 3 for 3. And another part of the bottom of the order is, having some of those guys that have that speed and could just steal and time up pitches, and that's the exact player that Dalton Thomas provides.
Dalton Thomas, again, it's about how he finds ways to get on base. He worked another good at-bat, and again, the top of the lineup, a dangerous top of the lineup. Eli Brown, who's been an RBI machine this year with a runner in scoring position and a 1-0 count. Thomas adjusting himself over there. It looks like there might be some discomfort or...
Yeah, at first you think that he seems to be okay, but now he's still holding his knees.
No one's rushing out to him, so it might just be he landed weird and got the wind knocked out of him. Our athletic trainers are staying put, and it looks like he'll be all right. Pitch from Monty, outside, ball 2.
Yeah, hitters count here with Eli Brown, and that fastball's coming. See if Brown can get a pitch over the heart of the plate and get the first hit and potentially the first run of the ballgame.
Eli Brown got that one called a strike. It's 1-1. Another pitch goes downstairs. It's 2-1. And Eli Brown, if you said he's looking for a pitch over the heart of the plate, if he can get one, he can drive it a long way. He had one of the longest home runs of the year, about 400 feet to right field. And he's got a 2-1 count here. 2-1, 2 outs. Dalton Thomas on second. That one's outside. It's 3-1.
Yeah, hitters count, as I like to say, your favorite count as a hitter to be in. A 3-1 count, 90% of the time, 9 out of 10 times, you're getting that fastball, and a lot of pitchers just kind of like to throw it over the plate and see if he misses here.
He's looking for the heat right here. Monty needs a strike. 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Or not back-to-back walks, but Eli Brown with the second walk of the inning.
Yeah, and right now you're seeing Austin Haller coming off the bench already to replace Torek.
Austin Haller, the Powers hit leader, coming in, and obviously you're never upset to see Haller come into a game, but you wonder, is everything all right with Aiden Torek?
Yeah, just getting some input here from our PA tonight, Adam Oppenheim, who's been a joy to be around all summer, giving us...
Haller gets under that and scoops it into shallow left field. Going back on that is Ramirez, and he'll stick his glove out and catch it. We'll be back for the top of the 4th inning, and we'll fill you in on Aiden Torek.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
So welcome you guys back here to the top of the 4th. And Zach Walsh, Cade Barger, and Nico Torres ready to lead it off for the Havasu Heat. Not even 45 minutes into the game, and we're already in the top half of the 4th. As the first one misses below the knees for ball 1. Walsh 0 for 1 with a ground out to Dalton Thomas. Amaviska out of the windup, the 1-0. Misses outside, 2-0.
And Jayce, you mentioned we're already 4 innings into the game, and that's in due part because Amaviska's been pounding the zone. There's been a lot of soft contact, and there's 1 hit between these 2 teams.
Here's the 2-0 to Walsh, and there's a chopper foul behind the plate. And Steven, one interesting fact right here, this is the first time Power's been held hitless through the first 3 innings of any ballgame this summer, and that's something that you don't see a lot. And, you know, getting a couple walks, they had a chance to score last inning as the next one misses high and in for ball 3 to Walsh. And I mean, this feels like a game where whoever scores first, that could be the difference in the game. You're seeing both pitchers out there so far just throwing shutdown ball. It's the 3-1 delivery, and Walsh fouls that off to the right side.
Yeah, Jayce, between the first 3 innings, they've outscored their opponents a combined 91-31, so it's unusual to see it tied at 0 so far.
Full count offering here to Walsh. Here comes the 3-2, and there's a line drive and a center field just in front of Blythe for a leadoff single for Zach Walsh.
And Jayce, again, neither team has really taken their A swing. The foul balls by Aiden Torque in the first inning, the ones down the left field line, those are probably the hardest hit balls of the day. Either that or Noah Blythe fly out to right field. Other than that, I mean, the 2 hits by the Heat have been just, one was a grounder up the middle, and that one a little blooper.
So here's the 3-hitter, Cade Barger, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and first pitch swinging into right center field. That's a base hit. Going first to third is Zach Walsh. Going to Barger now is second. The ball goes all the way to the wall. Walsh is going to score all the way from first. The throw goes to third, not in time. A ball into right center. It got past Perez, and an RBI triple for Cade Barger.
Yeah, Jayce, it's rare to see the power go down early like this, but even rarer to see what looked like it could have been a simple just first to third on a single, runners on first and third, and no outs. Now it turns into an RBI triple because what looked like a rough route in the outfield by Aiden Perez.
First one, a high slider misses up and in. A little chin music to Nico Torres, 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. Here's the 1-0, Amaviska out of the stretch, and he catches the low inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And again, why I was so surprised that ended up a triple, because that ball was just not hit particularly hard. It was probably about 80 off the bat.
1-1, there's a chopper to second, and Thomas will just go to first. An RBI ground out for Torres, and just like that, the Heat go up 2-0 here in the top of the 4th.
Jason, this is what we see the Power do so often, just taking what they can to get runners on base, and an RBI fielder's choice later, they're already put up a crooked number.
Yeah, you have a kind of a bloop line drive into center field, and then you have the first hard hit ball hit off Richie, as the first one is cut on and missed by Carlos Camacho on an off-speed pitch, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right, but I mean, you talk about just that quickly of how this baseball game can kind of turn upside down as that one's a line drive into right coming on. Making the grab is Aiden Perez. So 2 outs quickly now after the first 2 hitters who scored in the inning. That will bring up Jude Sullivan.
And Jude Sullivan, one of the handful of guys who got Dalton Thomas working a lot early. Again, 3 4-3 putouts in the first 2 innings. Since then, Thomas hasn't got much work because the Heat have been putting together base hits.
Jude Sullivan from Paris, Illinois, as he fouls that one off to the left side. Goes to Benedictine University there in Mesa, Arizona. First baseman here for the Heat tonight. One of the only left-handed hitters in the lineup. Here's the 0-2, and that one misses inside, and it got his foot. On an 0-2 count, obviously no intention at all. And that's the worst time to hit a batter when you have him right where you want him on an 0-2 count.
Yeah, it just looked like Emma Visco is trying to hit him with a backdoor slider and pulls it a little too much, runs in on him, and gets him on the backside. No harm, no foul. You know, in a tight game like this, you're not trying to hit someone with 2 outs, but it's just a tough break for the Power, and Kaisen Kajiwara's got a runner on first.
First pitch, and misses low to Kaisen Kajiwara, the second baseman for the Heat. 0 for 1 with the ground out. Amavisca still working quick there on the mound out of the stretch. And the 1-0 from the belt. And there's a chopper over to Buxton. Comes on, picks it, fires across his body in time. Good play from Fred Buxton to end the frame, but not before the Havasu Heat take the lead first. 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning. We go to inning of the bottom of the 4th. Power trailing 2-0.
Winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We're back here for the bottom of the 4th. For 55 years, the Old Spaghetti Factory has been family-owned and operated. Visit today and start your own family tradition with affordable meals, excellent service, and a beautiful setting. Bottom of the 4th here from Palm Springs Stadium. If you guys are just joining us, Power trailing the Havasu Heat 2-0 after both starting pitchers, Richie Amavisca and Sean Monty tonight, were both just really dominant so far through the first 3. You talk about 3 quick innings, about 44 minutes long through those first 3 innings, and then the Havasu Heat were starting to get to Richie, and they got to a couple base hits, a single off the bat of Zach Walsh, an RBI triple from Cade Barger, RBI ground out from Nico Torres, and that's how they were able to score the first 2 runs of the ball game. So bottom of the 4th, and who better than Noah Blythe to lead off for the Power? Blythe, Aiden Perez, and Fred Buxton.
Yeah, again, you mentioned who better to lead things off when you're down than Noah Blythe? Riding a 23-game on-base streak, 18-game hitting streak as well.
As he fouls the first pitch off to the right side, Steven. How about back-to-back 3-hit games as well from Noah Blythe?
Not just back-to-back 3-hit games, but back-to-back games with multiple runs adds to his 31 on the year.
Also 2 home runs in his past 4 games, and he had none through his first 2 years here at Power, with this being the 3rd year as he fouls that one to the right side of the netting.
In that 3rd year, he's been all sorts of productive, and he's getting some rare time in center field.
Yeah, coming in for Aiden Torek, who, with Adam Oppenheim, our PA tonight, reminding me there was a ball where he fouled one off his right foot, seemed to be in a lot of pain, but still stayed in the game up to that point, and we hope whatever it is, he's okay as Blythe sends one out to right center field. That's got some carry, and it one hops the wall. Blythe will trot into second, and it's a leadoff stand-up double for Mr. Power.
And just like that, Jayce, who better to step to than Noah Blythe, who's got 32 RBIs on the season. Obviously, this isn't an RBI opportunity, but he's been there when they've needed him. He's been there when they've needed some clutch hitting, and he's here to start up a rally potentially.
So leadoff double right on cue. Noah Blythe hopefully starting a big rally here for the Power, and that will bring up Aiden Perez. 0 for 1 with the ground out to third.
And Jayce, it feels weird to say, but that's just the first hit of the game for the Power.
Yeah, we talked about it last half inning, Steven. First time Power have been held hitless through the first 3 innings of any game this summer. So here's Aiden Perez. First pitch swinging, and he fouls that off to the right side. This is a guy who's been in a platoon role there in the outfield, the stacked outfield that Power has. Getting another start here tonight and looking to drive in another RBI. He's got 6 on the summer. Would love to add to that total. Big hole on the right side of the infield. See him there fouling one off to the right side, trying to go that way. Long stretch and the delivery from Monty, and that one gets away from the catcher. That will be a pass ball. Should have been a ball that should have been caught, and easily going to second or third is Noah Blythe.
And right there, again, the Power let a couple of soft hits get by them from the Heat, and the moment they got an opportunity to take advantage of a mistake, Noah Blythe taking third base on the pass ball. Or I'm sorry, EJ, it's a wild pitch.
CJ is tuning in here on the broadcast. The next one misses high. Not a catcher booth tonight here, Steven.
In EJ's words, it's always a catcher booth.
2-1 count here to Aiden Perez, the Cal State Northridge product. 2-1 from the southpaw. That one misses low and in. 3 balls, 1 strike to Perez. Good crowd here tonight on a Wednesday night. Library night is the promotion here at Palm Springs Stadium. Also $4 margarita night today. Second game here of the 2-game series against the Havasu Heat. Heat lead 2-0. Blythe at third to lead off the inning. Next pitch on the 3-1. Foul back to the netting. Good swing there from Perez. He was on it and just got on top of it.
Yeah, and that's a good high fastball by Monty. He's been able to use that fastball well, dotting all parts of the zone. And, again, a high one right there. It looked real good to Perez, and he just couldn't get high enough for it.
Full count offering coming up from Monty. Here's the 3-2. And Perez with a high sky pop-up down the right field line. Going for it is Jude Sullivan. And he makes the catch right there on the fence. Good job. A good job as well from the second baseman, Kaysen Kajawara, to able to communicate that he had room, and he just sticks the landing right there and makes the tough grab right around the fence area.
Jayce, already the second play of the game like that. We had Noah Blythe take that put out over by the same fence in the third inning from a foul ball by Will Ramirez. And again, it's a play that you can't really tell if he makes it until he comes away with the ball or until the umpire signals it it's out. It's a really tough play. You're not working with a ton of space over there.
One out for Fred Buxton, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. His first pitch fouls that right back to the screen, 0-1. That's a big out number one, Steven. You have a runner at third, no out situation. All you're trying to do, and obviously way easier said than done, is get that ball in the outfield and get Noah Blight to score. But, you know, a pitch that on a 3-2 count, tough play by the fence. If the first baseman's not able to make that play, as that will have to wait. A ground ball to third, fielded by Walsh on the backhand, fires to first for out number 2.
Jayce, it's just been a defensive clinic tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned all the ground balls, the balls put in play. Just 3 strikeouts so far for Sean Monty. And Richie Amavisca so far with just 1. You mentioned a lot of balls put in play, and this is a situation for Power. Now there's 2 outs. You had a leadoff runner at third, and that's why we were talking about, obviously, my point there on Aiden Perez. If the ball's dropped there on that pop-out, you get another chance to swing the bat. But now instead, the pop-out and now the ground out by Buxton. 2 outs in infield playing back for Bubba Thompson. Takes upstairs 1-0. 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Obviously one of the PSCL players who's been brought up. Bubba Thompson from Dakota College of Bottineau. Here's the 1-0. Big swing and miss, and fouls that back, and now that one's off his front foot as well. We've already seen Aiden Torek do that. We've seen a batter on the Havasu side as well, Kate Barger. Third time already we've seen that here tonight.
Yeah, third time, and it just hurts. There's nothing you can do about that. It's just you're on top of a pitch, and you're happy that you still got that bat left to you, but you're just thinking in the back of your mind, God, that hurts. It just hit off the top of your foot or off your leg, and you know it's going to be hurting for the rest of the game, but there's nothing you can do about it.
So a 1-1 count here to Bubba Thompson. In the DH role, and he sends a deep fly ball deep to left field. You can't kiss it goodbye. An absolute bomb off the bat of Bubba Thompson. How about that? His first hit as a Palm Spring Power is a 2-run game-tying shot to left field. And we apologize again for not having TrackMan so far. We've had issues all night, and we are unable to provide you with how far that baseball went, Steven.
But Jayce, wow, what a way to debut with the power for Bubba Thompson. He had 2 home runs with the A's this year in the PSCL, but really he was a guy who, again, just drove the ball line to line. Everyone liked his approach. He was able to come up in clutch spots and play some solid defense. He was a PSCL All-Star, but that one, he gets a pitch over the middle and crushes it.
And there's a blue base hit into left field off the bat of Angel Cortez. First pitch swinging just in front of Nico Torres. So just like that, we talked about it, Power being hitless through the first 3 innings and already have tied the Havasu total of hits with 3 here in this inning.
But again, that key is nothing bigger than that Bubba Thompson home run. The Power's 9th home run of the year, and so far the key has been they hit home runs no one else does. Power's still yet to allow a home run this year.
And there's Dalton Thomas into center field for a base hit. Another line drive single. 4th hit of the inning, and now the hit parade has started for the Power.
And Jayce, we've seen it so far this year, the Power, they'll struggle a little bit on offense in some games, take a few innings to get things going, get things on the board, but it hasn't been like this game where they're struggling to even get base runners. But now it looks like the cracks are showing and the Power getting back to their ways and possibly putting up a big number in the next couple innings with the top of the lineup due up soon.
Yeah, going back to Bubba Thompson and your Power debut, you leave the yard, and that wasn't a cheap one either, Steven. It's the first one there, misses low and in. It did not get the batter, Michael Gonzalez's foot. Both runners, advance an extra 90. And just like that on the wild pitch, runners at second and third.
And this is a really, really dangerous spot if you're Sean Monty. I know you've got 2 outs, but you're in danger of having bases loaded and the top of the lineup coming up.
So runners at second and third, 2 outs. Power looking to take the lead. 1-0 count here to the LA Harbor product. Michael Gonzalez 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Here's the 1-0. He takes below the knees, 2-0.
And then a 2-2 ball game right here. Monty really needs a strikeout. He needs a strikeout or a pop out. Anything else he can't really afford, but he needs to get out of this inning before Eli Brown and the top of the power lineup are up.
Hitters count on the 2-0. Takes a strike on the outer black. Perfectly painted that time from Sean Monty. 2 balls and a strike. And a good answer, Steven, from the power. They've been doing it all season long. When they've been trailing in ball games, they answer right back within the next or the same inning. It's a big swing and a miss, good off speed. And now the count evens up at 2-2. Gonzalez looking to do what he's done all season, and that's that line drive swing, putting the ball in play. 6 for 20 and just 1 strikeout, so a batter who will put the ball in play a ton. Deuces wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Takes a backdoor slider on the inside corner for strike 3. A good pitch from the southpaw, and that will end the home half of the 4th, but not before Power tie it on a 2-run blast by Bubba Thompson. We're through 4. Power in the Havasu Heat, tied 2-2.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Of outdoor living spaces in the desert, nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Back here for the top half of the 5th. Havasu Heat 8-9-1, Luca Dincola, Manny Frias, and Will Ramirez. Richie Amavisca, after 3 shutout innings of baseball, suffered 2 runs allowed. Both were earned on a single, a triple, and an RBI groundout. And would love a 1-2-3 inning like he's done within the first couple innings. This is the first one there, first strike 1. Luca Dincola, the center fielder, 0 for 1 with a groundout. Eight ground ball outs tonight for Richie Amavisca. The next one's in there, 0-2. 8 out of the 12 outs recorded. He's been working the low in the zone. He's been having a good game plan up to this point. And now just looking to be perfect on the mound, and he fires a backdoor slider for strike 3 on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 1 away.
Good pitch by Richie Amavisca right there, and a great way to get back off of a tough inning for him. He got hit around a little bit, a couple hits and a hit by pitch, a triple in there, and he allowed 2 runs, but no better way than a 1-2-3 pitch strikeout to start the inning.
First pitch there to Manny Frias is in there. Frias, the catcher, who had the first hit of the ball game for any ball club here in this game. Singled in his first at bat. The next one dives outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Richie, and a good job to get that first quick out on 3 pitches, get that strikeout. So the next one is a big swing and a miss. Came up empty, did Frias. And now behind on a ball and 2 strikes. Manny Frias from Federal Way, Washington, as he fouls the next one off to the netting on the left side.
And he's got one of the 3 hits on the night for the Heat. Little bloop single up the middle. Grounder just got past the mound.
So the next one's fouled back to the net. He went to Beamer High School and is now right now at Blue Mountain Community College. The 5'10", 190-pound catcher. Going into his junior season at the college level. So .216 batting average so far at Blue Mountain Community College. Next one is fouled off there to the right side. Protecting on the 2-2 count, and we'll do it again. From the belt, the 2-2 delivery. Fastball misses low and away, and now the count runs full to 3-2.
I like that pitch by Amaviska. I know it's a ball. I know you didn't get the strike out there or even a swing, but there's nothing you can do about it as a hitter.
From the leg kick, the 3-2, and this one's on the ground to short. Corralled by Buxton across the diamond in time for out number 2. So quickly 2 away in the top half of the 5th, and he's done, Stephen, what we've said he should be able to do, and that's getting hopefully a 1-2-3 for power and trying to get the offense back on the field.
And it's not just what he needs to do this inning, but it's what they've needed him to do all game. He's providing them length, again, already in the 5th inning, and it feels like he's hardly thrown any pitches, so he's still got a few more left in the tank. No one's warming up in the pen.
So first one there did catch the lower quadrant of the zone, an 0-1 count to Will Ramirez. Leadoff hitter as he fouls that one. Ooh, dangerous foul ball there on his own Havasu dugout down the right field line. Had some serious exit velocity on that foul ball, and quickly in a hole there, 0-2. 0 for 2, as we mentioned. Ground out to short and a pop out to first. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Amaviska from the windup. The 0-2. Misses low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good weather here tonight at Palm Springs Stadium. Partly cloudy as the 1-2 delivery. A slider hit on the ground to second base. Dalton Thomas off balance. Makes the throw to first in time on a 4-3 ground out. He does a couple push-ups after the putout. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th. Power and the Heat still tied up 2-2.
How do you riding the world's largest rotating tram car, taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views, exploring over 50 miles of prestige, enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet, discovering our history, experiencing our scenic trails, getting that perfect souvenir. Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time,
Top of the 5th from Palm Springs Stadium. Heat and Power knotted up at 2. To keep up to date with everything Palm Springs Power, follow us on social media. Follow the Power on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Palm Springs Power, or visit our website at palmspringspowerbaseball.com. Top of the order for the Power, Eli Brown, Austin Haller, and Noah Blythe. Brown so far 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk, and he's a guy who can start a rally really at any point, Steven, a guy who has filled and has really accepted that leadoff role, and he's done a good job all summer long.
Yeah, and again, it's been with the feet, it's been with the bat, it's been working good counts, and the fact that he's been able to absolutely bludgeon some balls has not hurt.
We've seen him on the mound this summer one time. He was pumping 90s in the lower 90s. Very good athlete from Mercer University. Lefty-lefty matchup, takes a strike, and the count goes to a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 to Brown, and he fouls that one off to the left side there of the netting. Brown, who does have one round tripper on this season, over the right field wall. Austin Haller, another left-handed bat waiting on deck, who's done that as the next one sails outside, 2-2. Brown coming in tonight with a .417 batting average. Next one sails upstairs. Little brushback pitch there, and running up and in. Count runs full to 3-2. Eight extra base hits on the season for Eli Brown. Full count offering from Monty. 3-2, a hard ground ball right to second. Perfectly handled and on to first for out number one. Kason Kajiwara puts it away.
Yeah, Kason Kajiwara over there at second base. Looked like that ground ball kind of ate him up. It almost got by him, took a tough hop, and looked like it just got off the heel of the glove, but good job staying collected, keeping it in front of him, and being able to throw a strike to get that first out.
So one out for Austin Haller, who came in as a defensive replacement for Aiden Torek. He's now at first base, and Noah Blythe moving from first to center field. As Torek, obviously don't know what the injury is. We hope he's okay, whatever that is, especially with the doubleheader and the other 4 games throughout this week, as the first one on a check swing, but doesn't matter, in there to Austin Haller on the outside corner. Haller came in as his only at bat back in the third and popped out too short. He's 0 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Monty delivers to Haller. Haller pokes one down the left field line, but foul. Quickly 0-2. Monty looking to throw a little junk here to Haller. 0-2, and there's a chopper over to the right side and off the glove of Sullivan. That will sail into right field, and that will be an E3 on a one-hop. Should have been made, and Haller will reach.
Yeah, and that's a tough error where if that ball hops just about a foot higher, that's not an error on Sullivan, but it was still within reach for him to be able to try and make a play and just couldn't get enough of a glove on it on what was going to be a tough play. Especially with Haller coming out of that left-handed batter's box and really sprinting down the line. It was going to be close either way, but now they ensure that he's on base.
So 1 on, 1 out for Noah Blythe. Noah Blythe had the big double to get the first hit going for the Power after being hitless through the first 3 innings. A pickoff attempt over at first. And Haller gets back easily on his feet. Blythe, who had a double and scored later in the inning on the big Bubba Thompson big fly to left field. It's a 2-run shot to tie up things where we're at right now, as the next one misses low and into Noah Blythe. Heading the count 1-0. Haller big lead, and there he goes on the 1-0. And Blythe sends one deep to left center field. You can kiss it goodbye. That ball, Steven, has found a home. A 2-run towering tape measure blast, and that is Noah Blythe's 3rd home run in the past 5 days.
Not just 3rd home run in the past 5 days, but 2nd home run in the last 24 hours. 2nd home run of the game for the Power. And in a season where all the home runs have really been kind of wall scrapers, nothing has been no doubt. The Power see 2 fastballs right over the middle, and Noah Blythe absolutely clobbers that one.
And on a night, Steven, where our TrackMan is down, would love to see how far that ball traveled, but that's by far, Steven, the deepest home run we've seen this season.
Jayce, Noah Blythe hit that thing halfway back to Desert Hot Springs.
That ball, man, that was absolutely crushed. You knew right away, as so did everyone else here in the stadium. An electric 2-run blast, and just like that, Power lead 4-2. So the first one misses high and away to Aiden Perez. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. Noah Blythe, man, he is an incredible baseball player. You talk about what he's been able to do on base in every game. The hitting streak now up to 20. Just video game numbers as the next one goes to the backstop.
It's been video game numbers. It's been the consistency all year. Again, Noah Blythe's numbers, day to day, they usually don't jump off the page, but it's always something like 1 for 3, 2 for 4, maybe 1 for 4, maybe an RBI here and there, but it's every single day. He's got almost the same stat line, and finally he's found that power stroke.
And you see him working out in the cage every day. You see the dedication that he has for the game of baseball. That will have to wait. A line drive, base hit into right field. Just in front of Carlos Camacho, and already the third base runner of this inning for Power.
Yeah, Jayce, through the first couple of innings, we thought this was going to be a real pitching duel. We thought it was going to be, just tight everywhere, and both teams were going to be trying to just scrape a base runner together. And now over the last basically 2/3 of an inning, it all started with a 2-out rally. The Power have found their swing. They've found a way to get base runners on, and they've found their way to 4 runs.
And 2 big flies off the bat of Bubba Thompson and Noah Blythe. Second time Power has had 2 hitters have a multi-homer game in the same game. Last one a couple weeks ago off the bats of Cody Kashimoto and Austin Haller.
And speaking of Kashimoto, he's pinch running for Perez on first base, for Perez on first base right now.
So first one there misses low to Fred Buxton. Buxton 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. 1-0 here from the Southpaw, Sean Monty. Kicks and fires, and now a pickoff attempt over there first. I mean, you talk about, I don't know if that was a hit and run, Steven, going back to the homer. Haller was on the move there on the 1-1 count as the next one sails low and away. Haller obviously not going to get credit for that stolen base because of the mammoth home run from Noah Blythe. Well over 400 feet, and again, unable to accurately give you guys how far the distance of that homer went and the exit velocity with our TrackMan down tonight as the next one sails outside 3-0.
Well, with that part of the left field wall probably being about 365, maybe 370, I mean, that home run has to be close to 400 feet. It has to be. Both of them absolute no-doubters.
And a 4-pitch walk here to Fred Buxton, and just was still 1 away. The Power now with 2 runners on. And we saw it last night, Steven, kind of a same type of game. Havasu was scoring first, Power, them going back and forth. And Power with an electric inning, a 6-run inning after just being up 7-6. We're able to pretty much put the dagger on that game, and he was able to get 2 more in that top of the 9th, but Power still winning big, 13-8. And this is an inning where you don't want to get away. It's still just a 4-2 game. You're in this ball game, just bottom of the 5th here, after how the first 3 innings have sailed with just 45 minutes, and you're just seeing how this game's been going.
Next up for your Power from Dakota State, number 12, Bubba Thompson.
So 1 out, first and second for Bubba Thompson. Speaking of home runs, he was the first one out of the two to go deep tonight. Thompson 1 for 2, a ground out and a 2-run home run. First pitch, fouls it back to the screen. Thompson, we mentioned, one of the PSCL players who have gone back and have been able to just contribute, being one of the better hitters in that PSCL league that we have here at Palm Springs Stadium.
It's just super delayed on here.
This next one is a big swing and miss from Bubba Thompson, quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count here to Bubba Thompson. Homered twice in the PSCL. Already on his first hit here is power. He has one. 0-2 to Thompson. That misses inside 1-2.
But Jayce, even on Bubba Thompson's 2 home runs this year in the PSCL, there might be none of them that were longer than that. Again, he's been hitting balls off the wall or off the warning track all year, but not a ton of them have gotten out. But again, for his first hit on the power, that one was a big one.
1-2, big swing and miss. Got him. Fooled him on the breaking ball, and Bubba Thompson goes down on strikes for out number 2.
That's a great pitch by Monty. Again, after the meeting, after getting in a jam and allowing 4 runs, he settles himself down, throws a couple good fastballs, and gets a good slider right off the bottom of the zone.
So 2 outs, runner still in first and second here for the catcher, Angel Cortez. 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. Now a step off here from Sean Monty, trying to gather himself back. Power now 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and for the Heat, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. Here in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch to Cortez. That one missed in the dirt. Good block there from Manny Frias. Saving runners from potentially advancing to both in scoring position. Outfielders pretty much playing in their normal depth, but if Cortez there dumps the one there down that right field line, you have a chance to score a pair. Runner at first is Fred Buxton. Runner at second is Cody Kashimoto, who came in as a pinch runner for Perez. And the next one misses low as well. 2-0 the count. Cortez looking to do what he's done, and that's driving in runs. The next one misses outside, 3-0.
And with Kashimoto coming in for Perez, you got to wonder, what are the Power going to do with their defensive alignments? I'd assume throw Austin Haller out in left field, move everyone else over one spot, but where do you put Kashimoto?
3-0 count, and that misses in the dirt and gets away from the catcher. It doesn't matter, it's a walk. And the bases are loaded for Dalton Thomas.
Because you've got Gonzalez at third, you might think put him over at first. And then who do you move over to third? Do you move Buxton or do you move Dalton Thomas?
If I had to think, Steven, what they would do is here comes the manager for the Havasu Heat. Looks like a pitching change, and it will be. We'll be right back, and we'll discuss what we think they'll do, as well as the new pitcher here on the Power Baseball broadcast. Jayce Cicinelli and Steven Buxton. Back here for the bottom of the fifth. New pitcher on for the Havasu Heat. It's going to be the right-hander, the sidearmer Connor Peck from Southwestern College.
Yeah, a solid job by Sean Monty, able to work through the first 4 2/3 innings. He kept the team in the game, but the Power just able to put a couple good swings together into the tune of 2 mammoth home runs. They're up 4-2 now.
First pitch to Thomas, nearly hits him 1-0. Tough angle for a righty-righty matchup for any matchup when you're facing the side armor and Connor Peck. Peck from Southwestern College, 23 innings pitched, a 9 ERA, 18 strikeouts. So the next one misses as well, 2-0. 23 earned runs on 27 hits allowed in those 23 innings. He's also walked. He also has more walks than strikeouts. So a guy who's normally wild, at least at Southwestern College, and already showing it right here with a 3-0 count with the bases juiced and 2 away. One more ball here, and he'll walk in a run and give Power an extension of the lead, leading 4-2. 3-0. And that one does catch the knees there on Dalton Thomas. 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, good pitch there by Connor Peck. Just a little fastball right on the bottom of the zone, able to catch a strike and give himself another chance to attack Thomas.
3-1 to Thomas. Fouls that off to the right side and out of play. Thomas tonight, 1 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. Talked about it earlier on the broadcast. Feels like this is the most comfortable he's been this summer, and 5 for his last 10.
Again, the defense has never wavered. It's been outstanding. We saw it on that tough play to second base where he made the throw falling over, still got the out. But it's been how often can he put the ball in the bat, get the quality contact, and he's been getting it recently.
Full count pitch on the outside corner for strike 3. Dalton Thomas knew it. It was a perfect pitch placed on the outer half, and that will end the frame. We'll head to inning number 6 here in Palm Springs Stadium. Power lead the Havasu Heat 4-2.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Back for the top of the 6th, Richie Amaviska back up there on the rubber as he will be asked upon to go the deepest he's gone all season. His deepest outing came in last outing where he went 5 innings, and looking to have his deepest here tonight as he misses upstairs. Here to the leadoff man for the Havasu Heat at a 1-0 count. Here to Zach Walsh. Meeting the order for the Heat, 2-3-4. Zach Walsh, Cade Barger, and Nico Torres. Next pitch, there's a comebacker right back to Amaviska. Feels his position, tosses it to first, and 1 away.
And Jayce, we've mentioned it throughout the year how valuable Amaviska's sure glove is there on the mound, and it proves it again. When you take a guy who's playing the corner infields, when he's playing third base a lot, and he's shown his prowess over there, but then you move him onto the mound, everything looks natural to him.
First pitch to the 3-hitter. Misses upstairs to Cade Barger. Designated hitter tonight, who had that big RBI triple, drove in the first run for the Havasu Heat, and has also struck out. He's 1 for 2. Next pitch, and he puts it in play. A line drive, base hit into center field. Noah Blight fields it on a hop, flips it back to Dalton Thomas, and a 1-out single.
Just a solid swing right there on a pitch that caught a lot of the play, but for Amaviska, it's why he's been able to get so far into the game and why he still might have a few more innings left. It's early contact, it's soft contact, and he's got a chance right here to get a double play.
So 1 on, 1 out for Nico Torres, who shows bunt and fouls it back behind home plate. And now they say he didn't touch it. So it was a bunt attempt that actually got away from Angel Cortez. And stealing first to second is Cade Barger.
A really awkward play right there. It looked like he got a piece of it, but home plate umpire says no, and it just barely gets past Cortez. And some good heads-up base running by Cade Barger.
0-1, he shoots this down the right field line, just foul. That would have been a big hit, and now 1 ball and 2 strikes here to our beer batter, Nico Torres. For those that don't know what that is, here at Palm Springs Stadium, a beer batter every day except for Tuesday nights, where $3 beers for the next 10 minutes after if he were to strike out for Bud Light and Budweiser. Drafts the 1-2, fouls it back to the right side. Fans want the strikeout, and so does Richie and the power. Another 1-2 count here coming up. Nico Torres, the cleanup man, the left fielder, 0 for 2, couple grounds and RBI, and he takes strike 3. And right away, you see the fans that are getting up, and they're going to go get their beers. The awesome tradition here at Palm Springs Stadium as you're seeing the fans start making their way over there to the concession stands.
And what a time for it right here. Richie Amaviska gets the strikeout looking, second strikeout looking of the game, and now he's basically just a couple pitches out or away from working his way out of this inning.
So 2 outs, runner still at second, and Cade Barger is the first one missed upstairs to the 5-hitter, Carlos Camacho. 0 for 2, a fly one on a line out, a check swing, went around anyways, and 1 ball, 1 strike. That was one of those swings where it felt like Carlos Camacho was sitting dead red on a fastball and was out in front. Next one lines it right to the shortstop, Thomas. There to end the frame. We'll end to the bottom of the 6th, Power on top, 4-2.
This is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information,
Back here for the home half of the 6th, Michael Gonzalez, Eli Brown, and Austin Haller. The Palm Springs Power have numerous exciting promotional dates on the horizon as the scene comes to an exciting conclusion. Friday, July 19th is Fan Appreciation Night with giveaways all night long at Palm Springs Stadium. Then the Power play a championship in Game 1 of the California Premier Collegiate League Championship Series. That will start next Saturday on July 20th at 7 p.m. Purchase your tickets at the stadium box office on game night. First pitch, chopper put in play right to Zach Walsh. Over to first in time for round number 1. Just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. We've seen plenty of those tonight.
Yeah, it's been that kind of game. A lot of soft contact, but a lot of balls put in play. So that's a good recipe for no double plays so far today, but some great defense on both sides has brought us 5.5 in just under an hour 40.
It's a big swing and a miss, but foul tipped into the mitt there to Manny Frias. 0-1 count here to Eli Brown. One of the big hitters here for Power this summer. 25 for 60 entering tonight as he takes low. Obviously, he was hurt for earlier on in the summer, missed a couple of games. But obviously a huge production guy in this lineup. 417 batting average, 15 walks to just 7 strikeouts. He's been incredible as far as getting on base, leads the team with a .538 on base percentage. There's a high chopper over the pitcher, but is on to first just in time. Good play there from Kason Kajiwara for round number 2.
And that's why he's the leader in on-base percentage, Jayce. I know he didn't get on there, but just to make that play close is just otherworldly by Eli Brown, just sprinting down the line. That speed has gotten him so many bases all year, and it nearly gets him another one.
So 2 outs, bases empty for Austin Haller. 0 for 2 with a pop out and reached on an error and later scored. And he gets jammed there. Ground ball there to the right side. Tough play. Diving makes the play. Your conventional 4-1, occasional old-fashioned put out there to end the inning on 1 pitch. The Power go down quietly, a 1-2-3 inning. We head to inning number 7. Steven will take it away for the last 3 here on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network. I mean, 6 innings, 2 runs right now. If he goes one more.
Top of the 7th inning here in Palm Springs, and discussing who's going to be player of the game. There's a lot of good options here right now. Richie Amaviska doing his best to continue his effort, continue his candidacy for the post-game honor. Facing off against 6, 7, and 8 of the Heat lineup. Jude Sullivan takes ball 1 outside. Richie Amaviska has worked through 6 innings, and just allowed 2 runs. He's been efficient, he's been quick, and really, other than a couple hits string together, no one's taken a great swing off him. 2-0 pitch, driven foul down the left field line.
Yeah, we're starting to see Tino and Zach Novus as well. 2 brothers, 2 southpaws warming up down there in the power bullpen. Just playing catch with each other right now. No bullpen catcher in his crouch and not throwing off the rubber.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler Nelson's over there as that 2-1 pitch is driven into left field for a hit. First hit in a couple innings for the Heat, and there's a leadoff base runner.
And it's just how they started in the 4th inning when they were able to get that big 2-run inning back off Ricci. They're in that 7th. You might potentially start seeing Zach Novus maybe ramp it up a little bit, just with that, obviously that runner getting on base. And obviously the 4th started with that single by Zach Walsh, the big triple by Cade Barger, and then Nico Torres with the RBI ground out. But Ricci here trying to continue to just get some of those ground ball outs and work low in the zone.
Kason Kajiwara squaring up to bunt 0 for 2 so far today. Pulls it back, but it's called a strike. 0 for 2 so far, all thanks to Fred Buxton at shortstop right now. 2 6-3 putouts. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Here in the 7th inning, it's a 4-2 ball game for the Power. Richie Amaviska throws down to Austin Holler, who again was the defensive substitution for Aiden Torek early in the game. It's 0-1 now, and that bunt goes down the right field line. It's going to be taken by Holler. He tags Kajiwara for the out, but it's a successful bunt. Jude Sullivan moves over to second base, and there's 1 out, a man in scoring position for Luca DeCola.
Yeah, that's a good job there from Kajiwara, doing the job. Obviously, he's going to be getting high fives going back there to the dugout. He's able to get that runner in scoring position. You're still down 2 runs, but I see what obviously Havasu's trying to do. They're trying to chip away and just recognizing now that they only have 8 more outs to do that.
They haven't been able to put a ton together against Amaviska as he gets ahead of Dincola 0-1. But they're trying to manufacture runs. They're trying to make something happen. And right there, a good bunt attempt gets a runner in scoring position for the number 8 batter. Dincola 0-1 pitch, swings right through a good slider there. Amaviska, again, he's working mainly that fastball-slider combination, throws the changeup here and there, but that slider, the pitch right there, and it was a good one. 0-2 now with 1 out, a runner on second. Amaviska out of the stretch, kicks and fires, and that one's fouled into the park.
Yeah, it's a big at-bat here from Richie. Has the batter right where he wants him. 0-2, can throw a couple out of the zone, see if Dincola will expand. Definitely don't want to miss over the plate, however.
Dincola struck out in the 4th inning and watches ball 1 just off the corner. Good pitch by Richie.
Yeah, you talk about a good pitch. That was a slider that started looking like going down the middle. You see the late movement kind of fading outside, and surprised he didn't get the swing right there.
1-2 and 1 out. Chopper just off the bat keeps him alive.
Another slider running away from the right-handed hitter. And he's trying to continue to get soft contact. He's trying to get it off the end of the bat to the right-handed hitter, Dincola. Trying to get it to the right side. See if he can get the swing and miss now.
1-2 pitch. Just off the corner. It's 2-2. It'll be Dincola right now with the 2-2 count and 1 out. Frias after him, and if one of them could reach, Will Ramirez, the leadoff batter, will hit this inning. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, or top of the 7th inning, and he gets under that and scoops it foul just behind home plate.
Yeah, good battle here from Dincola. He's showing that he's protecting all parts of the plate. He's not chasing pitches that he knows for sure that are balls, and he's not going to take anything close here.
2-2 pitch from Amaviska. Fouled again. A good at-bat by Luca Dincola.
Yeah, that one there off the catcher of Cortez, and he's going to try and shake that off. Looked like that was off his chest guard there. Looked like he got a piece of the glove, but couldn't obviously stab it. Gives another chance for Luca Dincola to swing the bat in a big situation. Power just leading by 2. And that runner at second with just 1 away.
Our home plate umpire have some feel right there. Goes and walks out a new ball to Amaviska on the mound. Takes his time walking back. Brushes off home plate and gives Angel Cortez ample time to collect himself and take a breather. It's a 2-2 pitch still to Luca Dincola. Here's the pitch. Lifted and driven out just above second base. Coming in on that is Dalton Thomas. And Dincola just got under, barreling up a ball there. We've got 2 outs now and Manny Frias at the plate.
Yeah, that's a big out because even with 1 away, you get the infield pop out right there, and the runner's not even able to advance an extra 90 feet. And what that allows you to do, you can maybe potentially skip a couple here in the dirt, and it's not going to cost you a run with the runner still at second.
Manny Frias, first pitch, lines it up the middle for a base hit. Going after that is Blythe. There will be no throw. It's 4-3 now. Jude Sullivan scores from second. RBI single, Manny Frias, his second hit of the night.
Yeah, that's a good swing from the number 9 hitter, getting his second hit of the game and an RBI. What a job that he's done in the bottom of the order for Havasu tonight. Just their 6th hit of the ball game, and he has 2 out of the 6. And now you might potentially start seeing some more bullpen movement ramp up, I should say, over there. Just a 4-3 one-run game now here for the Power.
2 outs with a runner on first, top of the lineup up, and Will Ramirez takes a good first pitch strike right on the corner. Looked like a slider just caught that outer half of the plate. Ramirez did not like the call, but it's 0-1 now. Chopper down the line, gloved by Gonzalez, and they called it foul. It was fair the whole time down the line, but home plate umpire must be saying it just hit off the plate.
Yeah, it looked like it definitely got some traffic there around the home plate area. Kind of weirdly hit off the bat, off the contact there, but able to get ahead is Richie, and that's one thing he's been able to do all night. He hasn't been behind in the count a lot, and he's been providing some low pitches in the zone and has done that all night as far as getting ground ball outs.
It's 0-2 now to Ramirez. That one's driven into right center field, high and deep, going back on it. Perez, and he catches it for the 3rd out of the inning. Power allow a run, but no more, and they're still up 4-3 going into the bottom of the 7th. We'll stretch, and we'll be right back.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning, we had the 7th inning stretch. Sweet Caroline playing over the speakers. Fans are having a good time, and for good reason. It's a good game here. 4-3 Power, bottom of the 6th. Noah Blythe due to lead things off after his monster shot over the left center field wall just a couple innings ago, and Power looking to add some insurance here. Again, 4-3 against the Havasu Heat. 6 hits for both teams. But the big difference maker, 1 error on the Heat. That error allowed Austin Haller to reach in the 5th inning, and he scored on Blythe's home run. So Blythe's first at-bat since that home run, and he steps in against a new guy. But Connor Peck going in for his 2nd inning of work. Fires in ball 1. Peck came in last inning for Sean Monty after working a couple solid innings, 4 2/3. Or he came in the 5th. So this is his 3rd inning of work, but he's done solid so far.
Yeah, he's done a good job. He obviously allowed 1 run to come in there from the inning, but you talk about what Power, really have gotten shut down just had those 2 big flies.
2-0 pitch upstairs, and it looks like Connor Peck and the Heat don't want any part of Noah Blythe right now. 3 straight balls to start that bat, and you wonder if Noah Blythe's got the green light. He did, and he swings right through a pitch just inside, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, that does not surprise me one bit as far as Noah Blythe, one of the best hitters here for Power, and you're definitely going to give him the green light. He knows on a 3-0 count, he's only going to swing if he sees a pitch that he can drive.
Blythe with a 3-1 count, no outs, and a 1-run lead. Pitch chopper down the left field line and almost gets into the Power bullpen. Jayce, it's been a game with a lot of contact like that, a lot of choppers down the lines. No team has really been able to string together a bunch of barrels outside of the 2 Power home runs. Blythe trying to add 1 here. 3-2 pitch. Curveball had him frozen. Blythe knew it. Found the bottom of the zone, and he strikes out looking.
Steven, that was a filthy, filthy curveball. You see where that pitch started. That was a pitch where looked like Blythe would have potentially had to back away or might have even got him on the back. And you see that late curve to it. Kind of more looked like a slurve, and that was a thing of beauty dotted right there on the inside corner.
First strikeout of the game for Noah Blythe, and it leads to Cody Kashimoto getting his first at-bat. He pinch ran for Aiden Perez in the 5th inning, has been playing right field since then. Showed off a little bit of his speed on that last out of the 6th inning. Had a long way to go to run for that fly ball and made the catch. It's 0-1 now. Kashimoto takes strike 2, just on the inside half. Good pitch there for Connor Peck trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. Would be back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. 0-2 pitch outside.
Yeah, you're seeing Zach Novus start warming up. Looks like he might be coming in for the Power next inning.
1-2 pitch to Kashimoto, driven into right center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Cody Kashimoto extends his hitting streak to 6 games, and there's a runner on with 1 out.
Good swing there from Kashimoto. There's a pitch there. Looked like a breaking ball in the low inside corner. He just goes down and gets it as a left-handed hitter. Able to get some good barrel on it and drive it into the right center alley for a 1-out single.
Kashimoto with a hit in 6 straight games, and he's been on base in 6 straight. And Kashimoto runs, throw down to second, not in time. Good jump by Kashimoto. He gets the stolen base, and Fred Buxton's got a runner on second with 1 ball.
You mentioned the good jump, but how about the slide as well? Kind of getting around the tag. That was a good throw there from Frias. He did all he could after the pitch. That was called a ball, obviously, and nearly throwing out Kashimoto.
Kashimoto had the perfect jump and a dead sprint, diving, or head first dive right into second. Had him fairly easily. 1-0 pitch to Buxton. Chopper to short, or third. Throw down to first. In time to get him, but there's a runner on third now with 2 outs.
Yeah, Kashimoto moving up on the ground out, but that was a good pitch there. He jams Buxton there on the pitch and just rolls it over to third, and that's a good job continuing to get on the mound for Connor Peck tonight, continuing to throw there from that sidearm delivery.
Another guy vying for player of the game, Bubba Thompson in his power debut. Had a moonshot of a home run for his first hit with the team. Other than that, he's grounded out to short and struck out. Thompson takes ball 1 inside, up at the head almost. Had to get out of the way, and he's ahead 1-0. He's got Kashimoto on third base and 2 outs with a 1-run lead here in Palm Springs in the bottom of the 7th.
Big insurance run for Power here.
Connor Peck fires in a pinpoint strike on the outer half. It's 1-1.
After allowing a run in the top half of the 7th, you're only up by 1 here. You're 6 outs away from securing another victory, but definitely need to try and cash in here. See if Bubba Thompson could continue.
Peck trying to work another clean inning. The breaking ball goes outside.
And you're just seeing the movement from that hard slider that Peck has provided tonight. The spin rate on that, obviously we don't have TrackMan, but you're just seeing it from up here, and it's got a lot of movement on it.
He came in with 2 outs in the 5th, trying to work another clean inning. Perfect pitch right there. 2-2, 2 outs. Cody Kashimoto 90 feet away. Power trying to get an insurance run. They're up 4-3 right now. Bubba Thompson at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Thompson goes down on strikes. Power get a 1-out base runner, get Kashimoto at third, and can't get anything after that. We go to the 8th. It's 4-3.
Try our all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Top of the 8th inning, and Richie Amavisca take a bow. 7 innings, 2 runs. You get to sit and watch Tino Novus try and work a clean inning. It's a new man on the mound. Again, Tino Novus out of St. Mary's. He's had a couple appearances here with the Power already this season. And Jayce, what can we see out of him?
Yeah, Tino Novus, a guy who is a southpaw. He has a fastball slider or curveball combo, and he's a guy who will carve up the zone. He's going to pump strikes. Guy who's soft contact type of guy, and a guy who can get a lot of quick outs, especially ground ball outs. And obviously that's what Power is calling him in, seeing from the different arm slot. And now you're seeing Brenton Fields warming up, who might potentially close out this game for Power if they can hold on to this 4-3 lead.
Yeah, Brenton Thiels, he's already closed out a couple games. He's got a save. The big righty might have a chance to earn another, but right now it's Tino Novus who fires a first pitch strike. Right at Will Ramirez. Or I'm sorry, that's Zach Walsh, the number 2 hitter. Zach Walsh leading things off. He's down 0-1 against Novus. Novus kicks and fires, and perfect pitch right there. It's 0-2. Novus 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. On the year has not allowed a run. He's had an inning so far and worked a 1-2-3 inning. No strikeouts though, made the fielders work. He's got a 1-2 pitch here and gets his first strikeout of the season.
Yeah, that's a good breaking ball. Get a little hook on the curve, gets the punch out. And now you're seeing kind of a change in velocity of Amavisco through in the upper 80s, and now you have Novus about 10 miles per hour slower, and he's so far looking good with the early strikeout.
I'm sorry, I was reading off Tino Novus' stats, and Zach gives up a hard hit single to left field, and there's a runner on first now. Cade Barger on for his 3rd time of the day, 3rd hit of the game for the Heat DH.
Yeah, Barger's been a dog in that 3 spot tonight. You're talking about 3 for 4, RBI, a triple, 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. He's really done it all tonight for the Heat.
Well, now that we're reading the right Novus' stats, through 2 appearances, he's got a 1.80 ERA, and he's got a first pitch strike against Nico Torres. Again, 2 games, he's pitched 5 innings. That first game went 4 innings against the Cal Highlanders, and he's only allowed 1 run across the 2. 0-1 pitch. Insider just gets the corner.
Yeah, good spot there from Novus. Working the inside corner here into Torres. Trying to jam him inside, get some soft contact.
Looked like it went a little further inside, but a good job by Cortez getting the call. 0-2 pitch gets away from Cortez on a nasty hop right there. Barger takes second base, and there's a runner on second. 1-2 count with 1 out.
Yeah, that's a wild pitch there. Cortez does everything he can to try and block it, but unable to do so there on an overthrown breaking ball.
1-2 pitch, and that's driven out into center field. Going back on that's Blythe, and he'll get there and make the catch. Tagging up second to third is Cade Barger, and the Heat have the tying run 90 feet away.
That's a good route there from Noah Blythe. That was an incredible play. Going back on a ball, hit kind of right over your shoulder. You have to, as an outfielder, you have to pick what side you're going to go back on, whether it's going to be your glove hand or your backhand. He just finds the route. He finds the angle on it, goes straight back, especially battling that wall out there, right on the warning track, and puts it away. And Torres gave that one all a ride, but just missed a home run.
Another well-hit ball that lands for an out, and it's 2 outs here in the 7th, or in the top of the 8th inning. Novus delivers another first pitch strike to Carlos Camacho. Jayce Novus, both Novus brothers, not throwing it particularly hard, sitting in the mid to lower 70s, but pounding the zone, and he does it there again. High fly ball, and that's collected for the 3rd out by Michael Gonzalez. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. The Power strand a runner on 3rd, and they've got a 1-run lead, 4-3 here in Palm Springs. We'll be right back.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide
Bottom of the 8th inning here in Palm Springs, and Angel Cortez leading things off. Bring the whole family this Saturday to a Palm Springs Power baseball game. Every Saturday at Palm Springs Stadium is Jack in the Box Kids Night, with all kids 12 and under receiving free admission as that one's fouled back. Receiving free admission. Games start at 7 with tickets available at the Palm Springs Stadium box office. Affordable fun for the whole family every Saturday night this summer with Power Baseball. 0-1 count to Angel Cortez, looking to give some insurance to the Power here. Connor Peck still on the mound, doing great work so far for the Havasu Heat. Pitch to Cortez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now. Cortez 1 for 2 right now. Drove out to third base in the second inning, and he's got a walk. Had a single in the third, and he's down 0-2 right now. Again, the Power ahead 4-3, one of the closest games, if not the closest game of the year outside of the PSCL All-Star game on July 4th. What a great game that was. The Power were down going into the 7th inning. Finally broke away, but right now they're trying to break away here. No outs in the 8th inning. Power up 4-3. Angel Cortez at the plate. 0-2 pitch outside. I'm sorry, that was the 1-2 pitch. It's 2-2 now.
One thing I just want to quickly mention, I mentioned this earlier, the broadcast. We will have a broadcast for the road doubleheader. Myself and Adam Oppenheim will be on that call for you guys.
0-2 pair or 2-2 pitch outside. It's full.
And won't be on camera, but we'll have a graphic up, and we'll be on the commentary for both of those games, and happy to do it for our road games.
Cortez working from behind, gets a 3-0 or full count, and finally gets a base hit there, second of the night.
Yeah, good swing from Cortez, 3-2 count, gets a low outside fastball, able to punch it into right center, and now you're seeing a pinch runner, Nick Eli, coming in for some speed for Angel Cortez.
Cortez out for the game right now, Nick Eli in, and now it's a question of who will catch for the Power next inning.
And I would have to guess it's going to be Alonzo Reyes.
It'll undoubtedly be a double switch with Alonzo Reyes getting switched out after the inning, but Nick Eli, who can absolutely fly on first base right now for Dalton Thomas. Thomas drives one into right field, and that's a base hit. Nick Eli's going to settle on second, and 2 back-to-back singles have the Power in business.
Another multi-hit game for DT. He has been on a tear of late. 6 now for his last 11. Just another good swing, an outside pitch, sticking with the pitch, punches it to the right side, and a good line drive swing through the 3-4 hole on the left side.
Stay hot, Dalton Thomas heating up at the right time just before the playoffs. And it's Michael Gonzalez now, the lefty with 2 runners on and no outs here in the 8th. Power just a 1-run lead right now, trying to break it open.
And a pinch hitter, looks like Alonzo Reyes coming in the 9th spot for Gonzalez. So what you would think is Nick Eli, who came in, would probably go to third base. And then Alonzo Reyes would just go to the catcher spot.
They can shift along the infield as they like as that gets through for a hit. Coming home is Nick Eli. He can practically jog home. It's 5-3 now. RBI single, Alonzo Reyes. Still no outs.
How about that, Steven? Coming off the bench, you don't know if you're going to play today. First pitch, swinging, sees a pitch he can handle. And Alonzo Reyes doing what he's done all summer long, and that's driving in runs. Second on the team in RBIs, only behind Noah Blythe, or make that third on the team. And he's just continuing to drive in hitters, especially when runners are in scoring position.
A lot of the speed coming up for the Power this inning. Again, Nick Eli with the wheels there, scoring from second on the single. Alonzo Reyes can run pretty well for a catcher. Dalton Thomas can run on third. And Eli Brown at the plate. Top of the Power order up, Eli Brown, Aiden Torque, Noah Blythe. There's no outs here in the eighth. They had a meeting at the mound. Runners at the corner.
Yeah, now you're top of the order. Arguably your three best hitters in the lineup right now, and Eli Brown, Austin Haller, Noah Blythe with still no outs.
Eli Brown watches ball one outside. Again, Power trying to break it open this inning, trying to extend that 2-run lead. They scored 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 1 here in the eighth. 1-0 pitch to Brown. Outside ball 2.
Yeah, runners on the corners, and there's just nowhere to put Eli Brown, because then you got to deal with the Power hit leader on deck and Austin Haller, then you got to deal with Noah Blythe. This is not a spot right now where you want to be if you're Connor Peck.
2-0 pitch to Eli Brown, fouled back into the parking lot.
And no bullpen movement as well for the Havasu Heat. So this is Peck's inning, and there's still no one out. And this is a big inning here for Power. Try and capitalize, get more runs.
Connor Peck trying to work a magic act right now. It's 2-1 against Eli Brown. Nobody out. Dalton Thomas at third, and he's got Alonzo Reyes at first. That pitch just outside. It's 3-1 now.
Hitters count here 3-1, and Brown most likely will take a pitch if it's on the corner, but if it's missed middle in, he's going to explode on it and hope to at least get in the outfield.
3-1 pitch, and that's down for a ball. Bases loaded, Austin Haller coming up.
Yeah, big at-bat here for Austin. 0 for 3 tonight. Didn't obviously think he was going to come into the game today, but you know, that's the mindset you got to have as a player. And now you're starting to see a pitcher run down there to the pen as well as a bullpen catcher. So this is kind of a mound visit in which they're trying to lay it a little bit here and try and provide some more runs. But, yeah, I mean, this is a big inning here for the Power. You have Austin Haller coming up. You have Noah Blythe. You have Cody Kashimoto. You have 3 guys who don't strike out a lot. They put the ball in play. Bases juice, no outs. This has to be a big inning for the Power.
And it's a meeting that makes you a little surprised they didn't have anyone warming up in the bullpen before this meeting. They had just had the meeting a couple minutes ago at the mound. Another one shortly after, and the Heat finally have someone warming up in the bullpen. This one obviously to buy some time, but right now it looks like it's still Connor Peck's mess to get out of. It's bases loaded, Austin Haller coming up. Connor Peck still out there. Dalton Thomas on third. Eli Brown on first. Alonzo Reyes on second. The Power still no outs here in the eighth inning. Ahead 2, and it could be a whole lot more soon.
Yeah, you just feel like this is a big at-bat here for Haller. 0 for 3 tonight. You don't see that a lot, and you just feel like he's doing the play and feel like he's going to come up big here like he's done.
0 for 3, but he got on in an error and scored and gets way under that. Scoops it above third or first base. Sullivan under that, and a breath of fresh air for the Heat. They finally get an out, but Noah Blythe coming up.
Yeah, that's a pitch where you asked Austin after the game, and he just got under that. That was a pitch middle, low, and in. His favorite spot as a hitter that he told me earlier this summer, and just missing it, just getting under it, a sky-high pop-up. and a big out number 1. And now you're a ground ball, double play ball away from getting out of the impossible, Steven, that you mentioned about Connor Peck trying to work some magic.
It's easier said than done, though. Noah Blythe, who's hammered a couple balls today, with 1 out and bases loaded, fouls that one back.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of big cuts from Noah Blythe tonight, and he's trying to hit his 4th of the season, Steven. 5 games ago, he had none. Now he's tied with the lead with Aiden Torek with 3.
Barring a double play, it would be Noah Blythe, then Cody Kashimoto coming up. That one almost gets away from Frias behind the plate. Good job by him extending, able to keep that with him and prevent Dalton Thomas from scoring at third. Again, Thomas at third, Reyes at second, Eli Brown at first. Noah Blythe at the plate. It's a 1-1 count. Blythe swings through a good breaking ball there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that was a good breaking ball. Good slider on the action there. Good cut movement. Blythe out in front, trying to time it up, and now it's kind of the guessing game. But Noah Blythe, a hitter who doesn't guess, and he's just going to read the ball and hopefully make contact.
1-2 pitch. Blythe watches it 2-2.
That was a great take, Steven. A 1-2 count slider. You know in your head if you're Blythe, you have 2 strikes. You got to swing at anything close, and that ball didn't miss by much. But that's a great take from Noah Blythe.
2-2 pitch to Blythe. 1 out, bases loaded. Way outside, it's a full count now, and that one nearly got away from Frias.
Yeah, full count on the pitch coming up, and Noah Blythe trying to drive in more runs. Already with 2 tonight and 2 extra base hits.
Blythe drives one into right field. That's going down the line. And foul.
That was a good swing by Blythe, going the other way. You saw where the right fielder was playing. That looks like trouble. If that lands in fair territory, you're looking at least at a base-clearing double, maybe even triple, with how far that right fielder was playing off that line.
Blythe was close to having the power up 8-3 potentially. He's got 10 multi-hit games on the year now, and he fouls that one back into the stands.
And a good battle in a bases-loaded 1-out situation. A 9-pitch at-bat right now for Noah Blythe, and he's just doing a good job. Continuing to protect, waiting for a mistake, and hopefully trying to put this time in fair territory.
Full count to Blythe. Here's the pitch. On the corner, perfect strike 3. Connor Peck, and out away from a miracle.
Yeah, that was a great pitch on the low inside corner. Blythe didn't like the call, but it was a good pitch, low and in, borderline. Obviously, we don't have TrackMan working tonight, but that's just a frustrating at-bat, and Peck able to make the right pitch at the right time.
Cody Kashimoto's first at-bat of the night. Again, he pinch ran for Aiden Perez. Grounds that one down the right field line, foul into the dugout.
Yeah, this just can't happen. You're kind of seeing the body language. If you're Power, you got to contribute here. You had bases loaded, no outs. You're only up 2. You have to cash in with a big hit here.
0-1 pitch to Kashimoto, catches the zone. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 with 2 outs. Connor Peck 1 strike away from working a miracle. Just allowing 1 run in this inning. It's 5-3 here in the 8th. Bases loaded, though. 0-2 pitch. Just outside. Peck thought he had him. Kashimoto had a single in his first at-bat, trying to get another here, trying to get something in the gap. Anything in the gap scores 2. 1-2 pitch outside. And with Eli Brown's wheels at first, it could score 3.
Yeah, you mentioned how fast the speed is on the bases right now. You're at least going to score 2 on a base hit, and Cashman trying to contribute here.
2-2 pitch. Fouled off the net. We'll do it again. 2-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Biggest spot yet for the Power. trying to extend that 2-run lead. It's 5-3 right now. Power scored 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 this inning. And they're trying to extend that lead, possibly 3, maybe 4. They've done it on 10 hits, needing an 11th here. Connor Peck trying to work a miracle. 2-2 pitch. Bottom of the zone, or just below the zone, it's full now.
And now it's a full count, Steven, with 2 outs. Runners are going to be on the move here. If Kashimoto can try and hit one in the gap, you're looking at potential base clear and extra base hit.
3-2 pitch to Cody Kashimoto. Outfield playing in. Pitch is outside, ball 4, and they've walked Dalton Thomas in.
And that's a good take there from Cody Kashimoto. Picking up a walk right there and an RBI. And a good take on a 3-2 count, just missing the outer half. And an RBI and an extra run. Now the second of the inning for Power, and much needed.
Dalton Thomas comes home. Alonzo Reyes to third. Eli Brown at second. Cody Kashimoto at first. Fred Buxton steps up to the dish, looking for his first hit of the night. He walked in the 5th, has not scored, but other than that, it's 2 groundouts to third and a strikeout in the 2nd.
Yeah, you're definitely looking at him to try and contribute something here for the Power. You're up 3 now.
1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2.
Thinking about Fred Buxton, man, he does not get cheated on his hacks. And what I mean by that is he swings the bat as hard as anyone in this lineup. He loves to swing the bat hard. You see the bat speed, and he's got one of the fastest ones in this lineup.
Buxton's got a 2-0 advantage right now. He's got 2 outs and bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Had a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he was just ahead of it.
Yeah, that was a good swing there from Buxton. A good hack, even though he came up empty, even though the timing was off. If he makes contact with that powerful of a swing, that ball's got a chance to go out.
2-1 pitch hits Buxton, and another run has scored. It's 7-3.
Yeah, and a painful RBI, but Buxton will take it. He'll also take the on-base percentage, and it's a hit-by-pitch RBI. And now you have a 4-run cushion, at least for right now, in the 9th. And now you're looking at a potential pitching change here.
The 9th batter comes to the plate, Bubba Thompson, but it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. We'll be right back here on the Power Broadcasting Network.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide repairs and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th here in Palm Springs, and it's a good one. Power up 4 now, thanks to 3-spot in this inning. A couple walks, a hit by pitch, and nothing but free base runners giving the power runs so far. Bubba Thompson stepping up with the bases loaded. Eli Brown at third, Cody Kashimoto at second. And Fred Buxton at first. 2 outs. And it's a 1-0 count. One 1-0 count to Bubba Thompson, who in his power debut hit one of the longest home runs we've seen all year. And that's a good block by Frias behind the plate to keep that in front of him. It's 2-0 now against Bubba Thompson, the former PSCLA, the PSCL All-Star. Drives that one into center field, but that's going to hang up and be caught by Dinkola. Power leave the bases loaded, but not before a couple free passes give them free runs. Buckle up, everybody, going into the bottom of the 9th. The Power up 4.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great, now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories.
Top of the 9th inning, Power up 4 now. 7-3 here in Palm Springs, and a pair of Novus brothers trying to close things out. Tino Novus on the mound, taking over for Zach after he worked a clean inning. And Jayce, what can we see from him?
Yeah, the Ranger College product, Tino Novus, another southpaw like his brother Zach, and pretty much the same guy, a guy who pumps strikes, has a fastball slider combo, more like a slurve, and will carve the strike zone, and just looking with a 4-run lead, just looking to just, you know, carve the zone, get some strikes, and try and get some soft contact, and get Power with their, which would be their 45th win of the season, or 45th straight win, and 26th of this season.
Tino Novus pitching against, well, looks like a pinch hitter here. It's number 5. We'll get you that name pretty soon, looking for it on the roster. But Tino doesn't throw particularly hard, but he pounds the zone. It's a pretty no-nonsense approach as Hamilton gets under that and skies it into center field. Coming from right is Cody Kashimoto, and we've got 1 out in the 9th.
Yeah, good start, right on cue. Soft contact, gets a sky-high fly out to right, and now it's 2 outs away.
A pair of pinch hitters start things off in the 9th inning. Jake Mitchell, number 21, coming in and trying to extend this game. It's 1 out here in the 9th. The Heat are down 4. First pitch by Novus, blew it by him, swing and a miss. If Mitchell could reach, and he skies that one into right center field, long run, and Blythe and Kashimoto can't get there. It goes between a Mitchell jogging into second, and with one out, it's not over yet.
Yeah, a double, just kind of in no man's land. That's a ball that, you see Blythe playing pretty much straight out the second base bag, and you see Cody Kashimoto pretty much playing in between first, second. That's just a long way for both of them into that right center gap, and just finds a hole and able to get a hustle double.
Luca Dincola out in center field, stepping up here with the one out and a runner on second here in the ninth. Again, Tino Novus on the mound. Has not allowed a run this year. Worked one inning and went 1-2-3. First pitch, a fastball right by him, strike one.
Yeah, good pitch from Tino, able to get ahead of the batter. Even though there's the runner at second, you're up 4, and you just need 2 more outs here to close out this ballgame.
Tino Novus trying to win the second of 8 games in 7 days for the Power. Trying to make it win number 26 of the year and win number 45 in a row. It's a 1-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Power up 7-3. Novus looks back at second, kicks and fires, and that one catches the zone. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, good spot there from Novus. A little backdoor slider, able to catch the outer black. Now ahead here at a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 pitch by Novus. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. We've got 2 outs in the ninth.
Yeah, went back to the secondary pitch, doubled up, got the swing and miss out in front. 1 out away now for Power. Just a good job here for the Novus brothers here tonight.
2 outs in the ninth. Manny Frias steps up to the dish. He's reached twice. He's got 2 hits and an RBI. That first pitch is outside by Novus. Tino Novus trying to close out a game that was all Richie Amavisca's. He went 7 innings, allowed 2 runs, just 6 hits. Grounder to third, fielded by Eli. Throw down to first, gets him away from the bag. Throw by Eli. The spinning throw was going to be a fantastic play if he could have made it. Just pulled Austin Haller off the bag.
Yeah, that's a tough rule there as far as how they're going to rule that, but I think you got to give it an infield single. I think even with the good throw that Eli could have provided, you might have thought that Frias would beat that out, and that's just a tough play.
An infield single, an error, it doesn't matter. Either way, there's runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the ninth. Power with a 4-run lead. If Will Ramirez can score, or if Will Ramirez can reach, the tying runner will be at the plate. It's 1-1 now to Ramirez. Leadoff man for the Heat, 0 for 3 so far today. He's got runners on first and second with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. Gets by Cortez, and both runners advance. Second and third now.
Yeah, this could base hit here with runners now at second and third. Could score a pair. Havasu looking for their double-digit 10th hit of the night right here.
Apologies, that's Alonzo Reyes behind the plate. A tough play for him there. 2-1 pitch, and gets a swing and a miss there. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, 1 out or 1 strike away now. Here for Tino Novus and the Power. Trying to sweep here the 2-game series for the Heat.
Trying to keep the perfect season alive, trying to extend the winning streak to 45 games. 2-2 pitch. Drive down the left field line, foul into the Power bullpen.
Yeah, almost took out his third base coach there. Had to deal with the matrix.
Almost took out the third base coach, almost took down what looks like Brenton Thiels and Tyler Nelson over there. We'll do it again, though. 2-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Pitch by Novus outside, it's a full count.
Yeah, big pitch coming up. You just don't even want that tying run to come to the plate.
Novus trying to finish it here. He's 1 strike away from 26-0. Here's the pitch. Driven into the Power dugout.
Yeah, right there by the camera area. Almost took out our amazing photographer, Anne-Marie. Some coaches down there as well.
Will Ramirez 0 for 3 on the day, but doing his job right here, working a good at-bat against Tino Novus. Full count pitch. Outside walks him, ball 4. Bases are loaded now, and the tying runner has come to the plate. Zach Walsh, the tying runner at the plate.
And now you're starting to see Brenton Thiels head to the pen. You saw Tyler Nelson sprint down in that bullpen area just in case.
Chopper to third. Eli tags him, gets the easy play, and the Power move on to 26-0. A game that was dominated on the mound from start to finish. Richie Amavisca started at 7. Fantastic innings by him. Waited for the offense to get it clicking, and when they did, they came through.
Yeah, good game again for the Power. Able to complete the 2-game sweep, 45 straight. And just another good pitching performance. We mentioned in the open how thin it was going to be. And a great job from Richie Amavisca. I think we've agreed, Steven, that's going to be our player of the game.
Amavisca with the best start of the year. Again, 7 innings, 6 hits, just 2 runs. He struck out 3. Zach and Tino Novus take the 7th, the 8th and 9th and finish it off. And the Power move on to 26-0. And Jayce, in a season where we haven't seen a lot of them, 2 home runs, one of them by the new guy, Bubba Thompson.
Yeah, good, impressive showing for him in his first start. We saw him dressed in uniform for the first time yesterday. Didn't get in the game, so his first game as a Power tonight. And good debut, able to get a 2-run blast over the wall. Noah Blythe with a 2-run home run. And Power with double-digit hits again. A lot of times that they've done that this summer. And just another good showing and able to provide another W.
Power win it 7-3, the final score against the Havasu Heat. They finish off another sweep. They go into a grueling stretch in their season, 2-0 on this start of a week-long 8-game stretch. Tomorrow they'll be on the road with a doubleheader against the Inland Valley Bucks. Again, 7-3 final score. Richie Amavisca gets the win. Sean Monty gets the loss, going 4 2/3, allowing 4 runs. For myself, for Jayce Cicinelli, for everyone with us who makes this possible, we thank you all for joining in, and we'll see you tomorrow as the Power take on the Bucks. Thank you all for tuning in.